right, fam, let's talk about these two things that I would encourage you. If your child struggles with one or both of these things, then you should get started before school starts.
This struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever road we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
All right, fam, we are back. We're back with another daily. And as I always say, so blessed to have my eyes open again, my heart's beating, our brains are functioning, and we're just here putting mental health out in the world. We're having conversations. We are just out here doing mental health our way, the MWA thing. And we've had a great start. We've had a great start to the MWA New Year. We announced our launch of the new year on August 1st, and then we came back yesterday and we announced four more integrations, right? 4 more integrations. We already have Integrative Medical Care and Integrative Dining. Now we got Integrative Psychiatric Care, Integrative Dental, Integrative Schools, and Integrative Homes. And these are 4 new ways. These are 4 new ways in addition to what we're already doing. We said, hey, at the beginning of this year, 2026, we said we're taking mental health to those places it's never been before. And we got 4 more places in the community that we're putting mental health. We're putting mental health in psychiatry offices. We're putting mental health, our services in dental offices. We're putting our services in schools. We're putting our services in family get-togethers, friends get-togethers, neighborhood parties, friends parties. We're saying, hey, we're taking therapy out of the office. We're taking therapy the way that we've done therapy so long. We're taking that out of the office and we're putting it into the community. We're putting it into the lives that people live every day, the real life therapy in your home, schools, dentists, doctors' offices, psychiatrist offices, schools. That's where we're going. And we're so excited to get this started. We are so excited to get this started. Today, I'm going to talk to you about, there's 2 things. If I was a parent and I had a child struggling with these 2 things, these are the 2 things I would get started now. I would get started now with working with my child before school started. Let's talk about those 2 things today. So sit back, put on your seatbelts, enjoy this ride around doing community mental health. Let's go today, fam. Let's go today. I think we deserve a dance party today. A dance party. Let's dance to all the new integrations. Let's dance to the all new integrations. Let's go today, fam. Let's go. All right, fam. Let's talk about these 2 things that I would encourage you. If your child struggles with one or both of these things, then you should get started before school starts. In fact, I think you should probably have gotten started this summer, but hey, we are only the now. We're only the now. And today, we're a week, maybe a week and a half out before school starts. And if your child struggles with separation anxiety, trouble getting out of the car, getting into the building, and you being able to leave, if your child struggles with separation anxiety or school refusal, the negotiations, the crying meltdowns before school, not wanting to go to school, calling you during school, asking if they can go later in the day, asking if they can come home. If your child struggles with separation anxiety or school refusal, those would be the 2 things I would encourage you now to go ahead and say, hey, we're not going to wait for the school year to start. We get calls from families on the first day of school, and they're like, oh, Randy, like, Yeah, we were hoping for a better school year, but I guess it's just not happening. It's just not happening. Now, what I would say, there's a normal adjustment for kids going to school, okay? They've been off for 2 or 3 months, and I talk about this a lot, that there's an adjustment period. Some kids are kind of whiny and oh, I don't want to get out of bed, oh, I got to go to school today, and that's just normal. That's normal. But when you have kids that are basically refusing to separate from you or refusing to go to school, then we've got to get on that. We got to get on that from day one or before day one, because once that sets in, then that becomes really challenging and difficult. And every day that they struggle, that we don't have a plan and that we're not moving forward, we're actually taking steps back. We're making it harder on ourselves. And so if you got a child that struggles with separation anxiety, if you got a child that struggles with going to school and refusing school, those are definitely 2 things I would encourage you to go ahead and give us a call, reach out, and we're going to be able to help you. There's definitely protocols, specific protocols to help you and your child separate at school, and for you to be able to leave your child. And then there are protocols if your child refuses to go to school. What do you do? What do you do? Hey, this morning's moms group, oh yeah. Hey, we had several moms joining, and we talked a lot about moms being able to take care of themselves before they take care of their child. It's true. You know, you hear it on planes, put your mask on before you put it on your child, right? It's the same thing with parenting of your child. If you're not taking care of yourself, then it's going to really be hard to take care of your child. So I'm really encouraging these moms to take care of themselves. And then the second thing we talked about is be mindful. When your child is struggling with something, don't, overcaring moms like to rescue their kids. And I really want to help moms be able to not rescue their kids all the time. I mean, there are those times that you need to be a loving, supportive mom. Don't want to take that away from you. But there are other times that you're just overcaring. And generally it's because you don't want to see your child struggle, okay? Emotionally, physically, you don't want to see your child struggle. It's also convenient for you just to be able to do it for your child. And so I encourage these moms, rather than rescuing, because when these moms rescue their children, what happens is the child now has an underdeveloped skill set to be able to use when these things come up. And so it's kind of like this vicious cycle where the moms want their child to be more independent, but they rescue them, don't allow them to develop this skill set, so the child never becomes independent. So I'm encouraging the moms, as these emotions come up, be mindful of it and work through those emotions, work through those thoughts and those emotions. Rather than rescuing your child, let your child struggle a bit while you're also just recognizing those emotions inside yourself. All right? And as you recognize those emotions inside yourself and work through them, then hopefully the goal is that your child develops their own skill set to be able to work through those struggles. All right? Hey, great moms group. Just really big, quickly, if you're a mom, definitely got to join this moms group Monday through Thursday from 9 to 10. It's a pop in, pop out kind of group. You don't have to stay for the whole time. You don't have to attend every day, but it's a resource for you to be able just to get more support from other moms, and to also just hear kind of what I have to say about this. You know, it's a Q&A. I will be able to answer some of your questions. All right? All right. Hope to see all you moms. Hope to see all you moms in this moms group. It's a great group. All right, let's keep talking about let's talk about separation anxiety, and let's talk about school refusal. You know, this is something that we've done for a long time with schools and families. basically, you know, when we were in the office back in 2009, we had that 5 years in corporate woods. We would have kids come in that were refusing schools or trouble separating from parents, and you know, it was good, but it wasn't great. And so that was part of the reason we decided to go mobile, is because back in that day, and still today throughout our 17 years, we have done a lot of work with schools, and so we decided, hey, instead of people, kids, parents coming to our office, let's go mobile. So we went mobile in 2014 and been mobile ever since. We're in the community. But part of the reason for that is because we wanted to be up and close. We wanted to be in those situations where kids and families were struggling, particularly at that time and still today with school. So we work through those things as they going on, which that means we come to the school, and if a child's having trouble separating at school, we'll be right there with the parent and the child and helping them work through it. That's the behavioral part of cognitive behavioral therapy, okay? Is we're behaviorally working through those things, while at the same time we're helping the child be able to work on their thoughts, what do they got going on in their mind and their feelings and their body. All right. So many parents, so many families have really enjoyed and really appreciated that they have that hands-on experience with us, right? We do the same thing with school refusal. For those kids that don't want to go to school, that are refusing to go to school, we can go to their house that morning as they're refusing school and talk with them. We can meet virtually. There's lots of things that we can do. But my point of this is that our program, being community-based, is really set up to be in the moment while kids and families are struggling. And we enjoy being in the moment. We love being hands-on. I say we love being in the dirt. We love being in the dirt with these struggles. And we're ready for it again this year. So if you feel like you're alone, you feel like you're struggling, you feel like, hey, we're in therapy, but we can't translate this stuff that we're learning in therapy into our everyday life, well, you may want to consider community-based therapy. You may want to consider working with a therapist that will get with you in those moments that you're struggling, that your kids are struggling. Because not only do we work with you at home, but we'll also work with you at the school. We'll go to the school and work with you at the school. Because sometimes that's what it takes. It takes being able to work through things in the moment. All right? All right, I got to get to this next client. Fam, I can't believe I'm getting ready to say this. There's been a lot of firsts in the last week. First of the new year, we had our first big time announcement in a while, the biggest of all big time announcements, and now another first. I am going to a new office that we are leasing. Midwest Anxiety, we do all community. We're community-based. We're always in the community. And we're looking at this as being in the community again. Sure, it's an office. It's an office for us. It's more of an overflow office. So what I have found over the years in doing community work, there are those times that you need an office. There's those times that you need an office, and sometimes clinically in therapy, it's just better. I know, I can't believe I'm saying this, but there are times in therapy that an office is just necessary for various clinical reasons. And so I leased an office to have a space for us to have that overflow. of those times that we need to have an office for therapy, but mainly we are now doing assessments for ADHD, autism, and learning disorders, and we need an office for those assessments. And so I'm going to the office right now for the first time to see a client, see a therapy client. So I'm excited. Once I get there, I'll show you a little bit. It'll be kind of like one of those like MTV Cribs type things. I'll show you the office and those things. But just, we keep having first, we keep expanding. In Midwest Anxiety, hey, we're not stopping. We're not stopping. We're going to always continue to evolve. And we went from the very beginning of having an office in 2009 to going community, and now we're leasing an office for some of those clients that we just need it for. So anyway, I'm excited, and I'll see you when we get there. So, fantastic office. Hey, it's going to work really well. Again, it's just overflow. It's things where, you know, we just want to continue to provide the best services we can for our clients to fit their needs. If they need something out in the community, we're going to the community. If they need something on the ball field, we're going to the ball field. If they need something in a school, we're going to the school. If they need something in an office, they need a more private location to discuss whatever it might be in therapy, we'll provide them that too. The client, the relationship that we have with our clients is the most important part of all this. Most important part. Don't forget that client-therapist relationship, that connection is so vital and so important in therapy. So anyway, I think that's it for today. I hope you have a big smile on your face, lots of love in your hearts, and see you again tomorrow.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup.